Hi, lovelies. This is Anshi, and today's episode is gonna be about how to find love. Now, the first thing that you have to understand is you can't change anyone. You can't, okay? I really don't understand people who are like, but I can change them. No, they're with me now, so I can, rebuild the whole person again. That's not how it works. You can't choose someone and then expect them to change according to you. That's a bit entitled, and that's not nice. You have to choose them. You have to choose the person according to your needs. If suppose you like people who go to the gym, and then you're choosing someone who likes to sit on their couch all day and not do anything, you can't expect them to just go to the gym and be a gym person. If you don't like smoking, if you don't promote smoking, you can't date a smoker and then expect them to change. If you like a morning person, you can't date a night person and then expect them to be a morning person. But the problem is that people choose according to their heart, and then they're like, okay, but I want them to be like this. And then they're like, you know what, I want you to be like this. But they're not. You have to choose your person according to how you want your person. Difference between advising someone something and then changing their whole personality. You can't change someone's whole personality. If you're dating a red flag, okay, suppose if you're dating someone who is not communicative, who takes you for granted, who doesn't reply very fast, you can't expect them to not be that. Okay, you can't expect them to reply really fast or be very communicative if that's their nature. If they're not communicative, then they're not communicative. Maybe they'll be communicative for someone else, like someone they actually want. The second thing is communication. Communication is really, really important to make bonds. So don't feel that the other person is gonna read your mind and will be like, okay, yeah, she needs this. No, you have to tell them. You have to communicate about your needs, your expectations, what you want, everything. Suppose there's a storeroom. Okay, there's a storeroom and you keep storing your arguments there. Okay, let's just visualize it that you have a storeroom, and then like you keep storing, and the storeroom gets filled. Then what? Where are you going to store these arguments? That's when people actually try to, make space in that. But when there's no space, they just tend to leave, and the storeroom is still there, and they're like, okay, just chuck it. So just try to not fill your storeroom, okay? Just try to make space. Just try to communicate whenever you feel bad. Just try to communicate when you think, okay, you know what, I didn't like this. Maybe they'll say sorry and maybe they won't. Just communicate about your feelings. Don't be afraid of them. And the right people will stay. The right people will stay and they will say sorry. If someone is not being accountable of their mistakes, if someone is not being accountable of something that hurt you, okay, something that they did and you didn't like it, well, then they don't care about you. They really don't. You have to meet people, okay? You can't be sitting in a room, you can't be just sitting in your house every day and then expect you to, just find love miraculously. You can't. You have to step outside, you have to meet people, you have to go on dates, you have to be open to new experiences. Don't judge before going on that date. I remember there was this chair concept in Love You Zindagi movie, and Shah Rukh Khan, he was like, so you can't, you just sit in one chair and then you just can't expect that to be your chair because just because it's the first chair. You have to sit on like a lot of chairs before you actually find which one's the most comfortable. Be open to love. What does that mean? It means that you have to be open to receiving love. You can't be, afraid, or you can't be in the mindset that, okay, you know what, love doesn't exist. Good people doesn't exist. This generation is so L. No, you don't have to feel that way. Because when you think that way, that kind of shapes your reality. If you're gonna think, okay, you know what, this generation is so doomed, we are never gonna find love, well, then you won't find love. How will you find love if you feel that it doesn't exist? How? So, in order to find love, you have to believe in love, that it exists, the right person exists, love exists. In order to find love, you have to also love yourself. I think that's one of the most important things. That's non negotiable. You have to love yourself. You have to be like, okay, you know what? I deserve love. I'm a really good person and I love myself. Yeah. You have to believe that you're worthy of love. That's when other people will also believe that you're worthy of love. Someone is seeing you and they're like, and you're like, I don't like myself, I hate myself, my life is so miserable. Do you think they're gonna love you? Do you think they're gonna be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna love this person? If you don't love your life, then why would someone else will? If you don't think that you're worthy of love, why would someone else will? Be the person you want to be. See, now this connects with finding love, because if you don't love yourself, how are you gonna find love? If you don't love the way you look, the way you talk, the way you think, then how do you expect someone else to love the same thing? Take this as a sign and never ever settle for less, okay? You are meant to be loved fully. You're meant to be loved with passion. You're meant to be someone's first choice, someone's everything, okay? And you're gonna find that person. That person is out there. Don't ever stop looking for them. Don't ever feel, okay, you know what, I don't have time, I don't have this. I was this person. I used to feel I don't have time. I used to feel that I won't ever find someone. But guess who did? Guess who did? Me. See you in the next video. Bye bye.